create a space for listening, empathy, and encounter with others, recognizing and valuing our differences, one must understand the importance of being a listener. The role you take as an active listener should be sincere and come from a place of trust and confidentiality. Hello, I'm Schyla Whitlock, and today I will share my personal experience on what I think is important to be a listener. Has there ever been a person whom you trusted and shared everything with, and they betrayed your trust? I once had that someone that I trusted and shared everything with. I thought this person was my best friend, someone I considered like a sister to me. One day, my friend decided to betray my trust and shared everything I entrusted her with. I was in shock. Life did not make sense anymore. Having that trust broken as it was done to me, it broke my entire life. It felt like my entire life had broken. I was trying to make sense out of the situation. I did not understand why someone so close to me that I trusted would do such hurtful thing behind my back. What did they gain out of the situation? Whatever the motives were, they were not of a trusted friend or a trusted listener. The situation caused me so much pain and distress that it has taught me how important it is to keep the trust someone confides in you as a listener. The only time I think it's okay to share or pass on information is if the person is expressing self-harm or harm to others or anything that is against the law. Beyond that, all information should be kept confidential as a listener. I strive every day as a human being to be a trusted listener, to not weaponize or criticize the information that has been shared with me. When someone places that trust with me, why betray that trust? It only hurts, and I remember the hurt it caused me. Why inflict the hurt on anyone else? I believe in order to use attentive and empathic listening as a catalyst for reconciliation and the building of more just an inclusive society, it starts with every single one of us. We all can contribute to build an inclusive society among ourselves and to expand to others. Another element I think that is important as a listener is to not criticize the other person. There have been times when I needed someone to listen to me. Going back to my previous story of my friend betraying my trust, it really hurt me, and even a year later, it hurts. At the time, I just needed to rant and vent, just to let it all out. Some of the responses I got were, "Get over yourself. You talked about this before. Someone else had it worse than you. Just stop thinking about it." Those responses were hurtful. I can understand that not everyone wants to be a listener. I do not judge them at all for not wanting to be a listener. It can be stressful and overwhelming, especially if someone needs to speak about a situation again. For most people, different situations or even similar situations are handled differently, but it should not mean it is okay to tell someone to get over themselves or someone else had it worse. Because for most, the situation affected them differently, and it should never be compared to someone else. I'd rather have someone tell me to seek someone else to be a listener than to be criticized with hurtful feedback. Due to these experiences, I learned that it's fine to set yourself boundaries as a listener. It is fine to not want to be a listener, but I would never make the person in distress or in need to be listened to feel as if they could not speak. I try to understand that we are different and how we perceive situations or how it affects us is different to one another. I strive to be a trusted listener and not to betray that trust and keep confidentiality and to do my best to contribute to a future of peace, justice, and dignity for all. I am very thankful to those who have listened to me and kept their trust and confidentiality. To those people, I'm very thankful because you made a major difference in my life and gave me hope. Thank you so much.